Like Prabhu said, you have all finally very wonderfully come to the last island of Navadvip Dham, the 9 islands. You began with which island?
Simantadweep.
Antardvip. First day, first you went to Antardvip. And in Antardvip, with the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at his residence, you entered second island,
Thank you.
Simantadweep, second island, Simantadweep. Then in Simantadweep, having taken darshan of Lord Jagannath, which is non-different from Puri, you enter the third island, which is Godrumadweep. And in Godrumadweep, you had darshan of Mother Surabhi and had darshan of Harihara Kshetra, had darshan of Narsimhapalli, had darshan of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's home. And then you entered the fourth island, which is Madhyadweep. There we took darshan of Brahma Pushkar, we took darshan of Naimisharanya, Hamsavahana, and then we entered the fifth island, which is Koladweep. There we took darshan of the wonderful form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, worshipped by Vishnupriya Devi. His name is Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu. Having taken darshan of Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu in Koladweep, we entered the sixth island, which is Ritudweep. No, before Ritudweep there is one more island. Janudweep. Ritudweep, Janudweep. There you saw the ashram of Janu Muni. The whole island is named after Janu Muni. And then you entered the seventh island, which is Modadruma Dweep. Why did Modadruma Dweep get that name? That is Madhyadweep. Madhyadweep. Moda Druma. Druma means tree and Moda means happiness. So Lord Ram, he experienced great happiness under a tree in that island. So in Treta Yuga, Lord Ramachandra has also visited Navadvip Dham. So therefore the island got the name Moda Drumadvip. And after circumambulating, after visiting the different holy places in Moda Drumadvip, you have finally come to this wonderful island, which is Rudradweep, which is the island of Lord Shiva. It is the abode of Lord Shiva. Actually, you would have seen one thing. In all the 9 islands, Lord Shiva is present in one or the other form. In Antardweep, in Yogapit, in the form of Kshetrapal Shiva, Lord Shiva is present. In Simantadweep, in Jagannath Temple, you would have seen Lord Shiva. In Godrumadweep, you saw Lord Shiva where?
Hamsava.
In Godrumadweep, in the house of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. How many of you saw Lord Shiva temple there? You all saw. Godrumadweep, Lord Shiva is there. Also in Godrumadweep, on the banks of the river Alakananda, in Harihara Kshetra, half Vishnu, half Shiva, Lord Shiva is present. In fact, there in Harihara Kshetra, Lord Shiva tells Parvati that in Kali Yuga, I abandon my abode of Kashi and I come and reside in this forest of Godrum in Harihara Kshetra. And what do? I keep chanting the names of Gauranga. And anyone who comes and leaves their body in that place, I go and chant the name of Gauranga in their ear. In this way, they also can go back to the abode of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So that is the speciality of Godrumadweep. Then in Madhyadweep, we saw Hamsavahan, how eagerly Lord Shiva is coming and hearing Bhagavatam. He is present in that island also. Like this, in every island of Navadweep, Lord Shiva is present, especially in one place, and he is doing Gaur Bhajan. And the last island is his own abode. Here, speciality is Lord Shiva, he is not residing in one form. There are 11 Rudras in 11 forms. As 11 Rudras, Lord Shiva is residing in this island. And all the 11 Shivas, headed by Neela Lohita Shiva, these all 9 are eternally chanting the of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And this Rudra Dweep, it is said that within this Rudra Dweep there is a forest of Bilva. There is a very, Lord Shiva likes this leaf very much, Bel Patra. It is in a tree, the leaves have ending with three leaves. It's a very special shape, and that leaf Lord Shiva is very pleased with. So there's a forest of those trees, and within that Lord Shiva resides. So this place is not different from Kailash Dham, Lord Shiva's place. Therefore, this island is named after him as Rudradvip. And it represents the Navavida Bhakti. Which one? Sakhyam. Yesterday you saw Modadramadvip represents Dasyam. Today Rudradvip represents Sakhyam. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur very clearly says in Navadvip Bhava Taranga that by the mercy of Lord Shiva only one can attain. When Lord Shiva, who is the greatest Vaishnava, he blesses the devotee that you will attain Gaura Prem, then he attains Gauranga Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. In that way, Lord Shiva is our most dear well-wisher and most best friend of all the souls, because he can give us Gaura Prem. And by receiving Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mercy, we can attain Radha and Krishna. So that is, this Rudra Dweep is also special in another sense, that as we saw in Navadvip Dham, the entire Vrajamandal is present. All the holy places of Vraja are present in Navadvip. We saw how the different forests are present in different islands. We saw how Govardhan is present. So in this Rudra Dweep, on the banks of Ganga, the most beautiful place of Rasa Mandala, the place where Krishna performs Rasa dance, that place is present in Rudra Dweep. You went to the bank of Ganga, right? So on the bank of Ganga is Rasa Mandala, another place known as Dhira Samira. These are all places where Krishna enjoys with the gopis, and those abodes are present in Rudra Dweep. And by the mercy of Lord Shiva, by the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, one gets entrance into those wonderful pastimes of Radha and Krishna. So that is the speciality of this island. So you already visited Shankarpur. So just like you all did, that is how Nityananda Prabhu also, after crossing from Modadrama Dweep, he comes to Rudra Dweep, and first place they visit is also Shankarpur. Jiva Goswami and Nityananda Prabhu, they go to Shankarpur. Maharaj explained to you in that place how Shankaracharya visited and how Mahaprabhu chastised Shankaracharya that this abode of Navadvip Dham is not where you should preach Mayavada, because here the people who reside are very close to me. They are my dear devotees. They need not be polluted by Mayavada. Do your service of preaching Mayavada in other places of India. And here in Navadvip Dham, if there are any envious people who are not supposed to know the glories of the Dham, that job is taken care by Vriddha Shiva and Prauda Maya. So Shankaracharya, you have no duty here. But Shankaracharya, of course, he is a pure devotee of the Lord. He takes the memory of Navadvip Dham and he goes everywhere, externally preaching Mayavada, but internally he is always worshipping Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, remembering Navadvip Dham. And in Rudra Dweep, Shankaracharya has visited Navadvip Dham. We have 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas. Lord Krishna, he gave transcendental knowledge to 4 personalities. To Lakshmi Devi, to Lord Shiva, to Brahma, and to the 4 Kumaras. And all these 4 personalities, they chose 4 another personalities who they gave knowledge to. What Krishna gave them, they passed on that same transcendental knowledge to them and made them the Acharya of the 4 Sampradayas. So those 4 Sampradaya Acharyas have also visited Navadvip Dham. In this particular island of Rudra Dweep, Sri Nimbarkacharya and Sri Vishnu Swami, 2 important personalities. Nimbarkacharya is the Sampradaya Acharya of the Kumar Sampradaya. The 4 Kumaras empowered Nimbarkacharya. And Vishnu Swami, he was empowered personally by Lord Shiva, and he headed the Rudra Sampradaya. They both have come to Navadvip Dham in this particular Rudra Dweep, and they received the mercy of Lord Shiva and the Kumaras. then two more, Ramanujacharya, who was empowered by Sri Lakshmi Devi, and Madhvacharya, empowered by Brahma. So both Madhvacharya and Ramanujacharya, they attained darshan of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. They visited Navadvip Dham in Modadrumadvip. In Modadrumadvip, there is a place known as Vaikunthapur. Today, those places are yet unidentified. We don't know where they are. Generally, when we go on parikrama, they show us these places on the road. We still can't go to those places. So, Vaikunthapur, there Ramanujacharya came. And in Madhudrumadvip, there's another place known as Mahatpur. And in that Mahatpur, Madhvacharya visited. And both of them, when they visited Navadvip Dham, by performing devotion in Navadvip Dham, Gauranga Mahaprabhu gave darshan. Both of them knew about Gauranga Mahaprabhu's glories. And they all went back to their respective places to preach. But internally, all of them carried Navadvip and Gauranga Mahaprabhu in their heart. So now in Rudradvip, how we'll hear the pastime of Nimbarkacharya, how he attained the mercy of Radha and Krishna. So, in this, as I said, in Rudradvip, there is a forest of Bilva trees. It is not different from Bilva Van of Vrindavan. So, in this Bilva Van, Nimbaditya, along with some other sages, they were all together worshipping Lord Shiva for a long time. And Lord Shiva was so happy by their worship that he gave darshan to them. And Lord Shiva says to Nimbaditya especially that Nimbaditya worshipped with great devotion and great attention. So especially to Nimbaditya he says, you proceed in this forest deeper inside. The four Kumaras are eternally residing in this island. And they are doing tapasya here. You go and have their darshan. They will tell what is there in life for you. So Nimbaditya, he followed the instructions of Lord Shiva and he went deeper into the forest. And there he saw the four Kumaras, they are sitting and performing tapasya. When Nimbaditya saw the four Kumaras, he was so ecstatic, he started chanting Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. They chanted so loudly that their tapasya broke. And they saw who is chanting so loudly. And when they saw a nice Vaishnava like Nimbaditya, they were all so happy. All the four Kumaras came and they embraced Nimbaditya. They blessed him. And they asked, who are you? Then Nimbaditya told that I am Nimbaditya, I stay in this forest. Lord Shiva told me to come and have your darshan. And Sanat Kumar, he spoke to them, he spoke to Nimbaditya, he said, we are so pleased with you that in this forest you made us hear the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You reminded us of the names of the Lord, we are so pleased with you. We want to give you initiation and give you the transcendental knowledge the Lord has given us. So immediately Nimbaditya, he went to Ganga, he took a bath, he came and he received initiation in this very place from the four Kumaras. And the four Kumaras, they instructed Nimbaditya on all the knowledge they had received. So, and they also taught him how to worship Radha and Krishna. They initiated him into the Radha Krishna mantra. And in this way, Nimbarkacharya, he started preaching the Kumar Sampradaya. And the four Kumaras, they ordered Nimbarka that you stay in this forest and you worship Radha and Krishna. So then he was staying in this forest and he was worshipping Radha and Krishna. As he was worshipping and worshipping, one day Radha and Krishna appeared in front of him. So we say in Navadvip Dham, if you sincerely perform devotional service, the Lord is very easily pleased. Immediately the Lord gives darshan. So Radha Krishna appeared in front of Nimbaditya and he offered his obeisances and he started praying to them. And as he was glorifying them, Radha and Krishna merged together and showed him the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Nimbaditya was so astonished. He had never seen this form. In all the studies that he had done so many days, he never heard about this form. It was completely unknown and so extraordinarily beautiful. He couldn't say anything. He didn't know who it is, what to say. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu said that in Kali Yuga, myself, I will appear in this place and I'll perform so many pastimes. And now you have to go leave this place and go and preach this Kumar Sampradaya nicely. How to worship Radha and Krishna, you have to teach to the whole world. You do that And in Kali Yuga, when my pastimes happen, you will reappear. You will reappear and you will have a very important role to play in my childhood pastimes. So this Nimbaditya, he came in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela as Keshav Kashmiri, a very great Digvijay scholar who has conquered the whole world with his grammar and with his knowledge, such a scholar. And therefore he is called Digvijay. He has conquered all the directions. And he comes to Navadvip. And all the scholars of Navadvip, it is said that Navadvip during Mahaprabhu's time was the greatest place for learning Sanskrit. It was the highest place. And Chaitanya Bhagavat says, Laksha Laksha Jan Navadvipe Jai, Navadvipe Podile She Vidya Rasa Pai. Thousands of lakhs of people would come to Navadvip just to study in Navadvip. And it is said that if they would come and study in Navadvip, then they would get Vidya Rasa, they would get the mellow of knowledge. So that famous was Navadvip. So when this Keshav Kashmiri came to Navadvip, all the residents of Navadvip became very scared because he's already such a great scholar, defeated everyone. And he's coming and challenging the Navadvip Vasis, and nobody had the courage to go and face him. And if Navadvip was defeated, it was such a shame to the entire Navadvip, which is so long glorified as the best place for learning. So that great scholar Keshav Kashmiri was very easily defeated by young Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai Pandit. He very wonderfully, very unofficially, very softly, without hurting the emotions of Keshav Kashmiri, very nicely defeated him. That is a very beautiful pastime. One of the best pastimes in Mahaprabhu's Vidya Leela. One of the best pastimes which Mahaprabhu did as a scholar. So that Keshav Kashmiri was this Nimbaditya. This Nimbarkacharya was blessed by Mahaprabhu to appear as Keshav Kashmiri and participate in Mahaprabhu's Leela in Kali Yuga. So then Nimbarkacharya, he left Navadvip to preach. And he was preaching the Radha Krishna worship. So at that time, Mahaprabhu says a very beautiful thing. He says that from every sampradaya, so there are 4 Vaishnava sampradaya, from every sampradaya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has accepted 2 principles. And he formed his Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. This Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya is based on 2 principles from all the 4 Vaishnava Sampradaya and affiliated to the Brahma Sampradaya. So that is something we should know. What are the 2 principles? Bhaktivinoda Thakur also, he reveals that. So from Madhva Sampradaya, Mahaprabhu accepted 2 principles of completely defeating the Mayavada philosophy and service to the deity of Krishna, accepting the deity as an eternal spiritual being. So the importance and how to worship deity and how to respect the deity as the Supreme Lord himself, and completely defeating or completely not accepting Mayavada, these 2 principles from Madhva Sampradaya. Then from Ramanuja, that is the Shri Sampradaya, Mahaprabhu accepts concept of bhakti unpolluted by karma and jnana. Bhakti completely pure, only we follow. It should not be polluted by karma or jnana, and service to the deities. Importance of serving the Vaishnavas. From Rudra Sampradaya, which is preached by Vishnu Swami, Mahaprabhu accepts number 1, the exclusive dependence on Krishna. Full dependence on Krishna, and the path of Raga Bhakti, the path of spontaneous devotion. And from you, that is from you mean, who is Mahaprabhu speaking to? Nimbarkacharya, to the in charge of Kumar Sampradaya. So from Kumar Sampradaya, Mahaprabhu accepts 2 principles: necessity of taking shelter of Srimati Radharani and the high esteem for the gopis' love for Krishna. So importance of Gopi Bhav and the importance or the necessity of accepting Srimati Radharani's shelter for attaining Krishna. These 2 principles Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted from Kumara Sampradaya, Nimbarka Swami. In this way, Nimbarkacharya, then he left Navadvip Dham to preach. So this is the beautiful pastime of how Nimbarkacharya, by the mercy of Lord Shiva, by mercy of Lord Shiva, by pleasing Lord Shiva, he attained the lotus feet of the four Kumaras, and by worshipping his spiritual masters, the four Kumaras, he attained Radha and Krishna and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is how Nimbarkacharya attained perfection in Navadvip Dham. Then we will discuss about another Acharya who came to Rudradvip is Vishnu Swami. Vishnu Swami is from the Rudra Sampradaya. So, how Vishnu Swami attained Lord Shiva here, that we'll read. So Vishnu Swami, he was already a very great devotee, and he was traveling throughout India. And as he was traveling throughout India, he came to this place. When he was defeating the opposing philosophies, he stayed in Rudradvip for one night. And when he was staying in Rudradvip for one night, he with his disciples, they were discussing all night, they were discussing Krishna Katha, they were doing Kirtan. And Lord Shiva, who was residing in this island, was very happy that so many devotees have come and they are constantly chanting the names of Hari, they are constantly doing Krishna Katha. And very pleased by the devotion of Vishnu Swami, Neela Lohita Shiva, one of the 11 Rudras who is staying in Rudradvip, he appeared in front of them. Vishnu Swami offered very wonderful prayers to Lord Shiva. And then Shiva said that since all you Vaishnavas are discussing devotional service, you are all very dear to me. Ask a boon and I will grant it. There is nothing I do not give to Vaishnavas. So Lord Shiva is very happily giving his blessings. And Vishnu Swami, he asks Lord Shiva for only one gift. Oh Lord Shiva, please give us this one gift, that henceforth we will perfect the sampradaya, teaching devotional service. And then Lord Shiva was so happy with the mood and the teachings of Vishnu Swami that he said that hereafter your sampradaya will be known after me. It will be known as the Rudra Sampradaya. And Lord Shiva also explains to Vishnu Swami about the glories of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He also says that this place you have come to, it's a very special place. In future, Gauranga Mahaprabhu will appear in this island, in this Navadvip Dham, and Lord Shiva reveals to Vishnu Swami the glories of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So by the mercy of Lord Shiva, Vishnu Swami stays here for some time and he worships Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And then Gauranga Mahaprabhu appears to Vishnu Swami in his dream, and he says that I am very happy that you have worshipped me in this Navadvipa. Now you go out and preach, and when I appear in Kali Yuga, you will appear in the form of Shri Vallabha Bhatta. This is the Vallabhacharya who is the leader of the Pushti Marga. So when Nityananda Prabhu and Jiva Goswami were discussing this, Nityananda Prabhu says that Vallabha Bhatta has now appeared and he is now in Vrindavan. When Jiva Goswami, after doing Navadvip Parikrama, he will go to Banaras study, and then he will go to Vrindavan to join Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. At that time, he will meet the same Vallabhacharya who is present in Vrindavan at that time. So these are all the prophecies of that happened previously. That was fulfilled in the eyes in front of Jiva Goswami. He personally saw that how he heard from Nityananda Prabhu that previously Vishnu Swami appeared, he received the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and now he has reappeared in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime as Vallabhacharya, and he is preaching in Vrindavan. So he goes and meets him again. So in this way, these two wonderful acharyas of these two sampradayas, they attained Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this particular island. This is the glories of Shri Rudradvip, how Lord Shiva eternally resides here and performs pastimes.